The magical part about finding your style is being able to feel like yourself when you're going throughout your day and just having joy in getting dressed again. Today, I want to talk about how to feel more put together. If you have felt like you've been stuck wearing the same things, you're kind of bored of your wardrobe, or you don't know what direction to take, I want to share 5 things that you can stop doing so that you can find your outfits and just feel really good in what you're wearing again. And if you haven't felt good in what you're wearing in a long time, then this is going to guide you into the right direction so that you can feel put together day to day in whatever you're wearing. If you're listening to this right now, then you are in the first step of having awareness that you're not feeling well. You don't quite know what direction to take, but you know that you don't feel good in what you're wearing. And in this episode, I really want to share about what you need to stop doing so that you can feel more put together. It's so easy to get stuck in a cycle, get stuck in something that we know or feels comfortable and familiar, but that doesn't mean that that's the direction that you need to take. And usually when you do just settle for what you have or settle for what feels easy to shop for or easy to put on, it doesn't necessarily mean that that is a style that you want to achieve. And if you haven't heard me talk about it, everybody has a personal style. What you are wearing right now is your style. But what I want to share with you is how to elevate it, how to take it up a notch, how to feel better in what you're wearing. So if you're not feeling that great about what you're wearing right now, let's talk about what we can do to change that up. Number one, to feel more put together in what you're wearing is to take out the clothing from your closet that doesn't fit right. When you are wearing clothing that doesn't fit well, you start to realize that everything about your body just feels off. Like you are having a conversation, you're thinking about your pants instead of thinking about the person talking to you. Or those body insecurities come up throughout the day as you feel uncomfortable in your clothing. You might be second guessing yourself on what you wore to an event or to the party that you went to because you didn't go out and buy something new. You just held on to those pieces that were in your closet, pulled it out, and kind of settled for it. It happens all the time. I see sometimes clients in their closet, the pieces that they don't feel the best in start to go towards the end of the closet, and the pieces that they really like to wear often are there in the very front to grab. And those pieces are starting to make their way to the back should just go. It helps you in decision making in the morning and putting together looks. You don't need to grab something that doesn't feel good and try to make it work. I do not believe in making something work that does not work for you. Number two is shopping for the same styles again. Like I mentioned, having that familiar thing that works for you doesn't mean that it's going to work for you now. Like 5 years ago, maybe you did the leggings and the longer tunic top, and now it just feels dated, or you feel like you're hiding your body too much. You don't have to wear the same things that you did before. And what worked for you before isn't going to work for you now. You can make a few tweaks to integrate some old favorites into your wardrobe now, but when you're shopping for those same styles, you aren't refreshing your look. And as you evolve and your life is changing and your body is changing, so does your style. I want you to keep that in mind, that as you evolve as a person, your style is going to evolve with you. Number three, telling yourself that you can't wear something because of your body type or your age. So I want to make clear that shopping for your body type is a little bit tricky because you could follow a rule book and wear something that fits your body, but it doesn't feel like you. There's a lot of small, intricate things that go into personal style and what works for you as an individual. And I could do a whole podcast episode about it, but right now what I do want to share is just find pieces that work for you, that you feel good in with your body. Take note of it and create your own type of chart of what you like on yourself and what you don't like. Experimenting is the best way to find out what really works for your body, because I have clients that have a bigger chest and some of them feel really uncomfortable with their chest. And so what they do is they want something that has a slightly higher neckline. And for other women, they don't like the higher neckline with the bigger chest because it makes them look top heavy. And other women I work with really like their chest and they want to have like a deep V neck and show it off. So It really is more about you as an individual and what you like. When you are talking about body type, it is talking about a certain silhouette that you're trying to create. And as times change, that silhouette of what looks nice changes as well. So if you have been shopping lately, I'm sure you've noticed a lot of oversized pieces are really in, pieces that are boxy, dresses that are long. And yes, that doesn't work for everybody. Part of it sometimes has to do with body type, part of it has to do with personal style, part of it has to do with personal preferences. So I want you to know that if you see something that intrigues you, don't stop yourself from trying it because you think that your body isn't going to fit it or you're not the right age. And let me get into age too. If you feel really good in something and you come out just super confident, it's going to show. So I don't want you to keep that in mind that your age doesn't work for what you're wearing. It's more, how do you want to dress right now? How do you want to look and feel? That's the most important question. If you try something on that feels too trendy and you just honestly don't feel good, it's not necessarily your age, it's just that you don't feel good. For example, for me, I know this is a kind of funny example, but for a long time, I was resisting wearing a crop top because I'm like, I'm a professional. I don't know if I could even pull that off. Like, I had a baby, I'm a mom. Why am I going to wear a crop top? And then I saw other clients with all different body types, by the way, and different ages just rocking a crop top. And they kind of inspired me to be like, you know what? I'm going to try this out again. Like, let me see. Maybe I just need the right cut. And I loved it. It just felt comfortable. It felt more fun and flirty. And I wanted that for my style for going out with my husband. So don't stop yourself from trying something because of your body or your age. Number 4, you do not need to buy everything on sale. Budgeting, of course, is very important. You want to know how much you want to spend a month or spend on a shopping trip and be able to make a plan around it to figure out what stores you want to go to and how much you want to spend per item. But even if you're on a budget, I don't believe in just shopping sale items, especially if you're at this point where you're feeling like you really want to build your wardrobe and find your style. You need to buy things that are new, that are more modern, that aren't on the sale rack from last season. You want to buy something you can wear now. So if you're building a style, I'm recording this podcast in January. There's a lot of winter pieces, a little bit of spring items. You want to purchase those items that are pieces that you can wear now. Because what's going to happen is you're going to hold on to these pieces for next year that you hope to wear for the middle of winter when it's super cold. Like, let's say right now you start shopping for like all these chunky sweaters and big chunky boots, but you're trying to build a wardrobe for now. I don't want you to build for next year. I want you to build a closet that works for you now because you're going to buy those pieces that were on sale, go home and try to put it together, and you're going to be like, I can't even wear any of this now. So now I don't feel like I have anything to wear. I see it happen all the time. Or you really love that price tag. Like, that shirt was only $25, so you're gonna buy it, but it doesn't really go with the plan. Maybe you actually needed 3 new pairs of pants and you came home with a few shirts. It doesn't make sense. So buying things on sale kind of stops you from thinking about what your plan is. It stops you being very intentional with your purchases. You start thinking about the price tag rather than the item. There are a lot of things that go with this. I know we all love a good sale, but once you have a good foundation to your wardrobe built, then you can go in and add the fun things and get the sale items and mix it in with what you have. But if you don't have a good foundation to your wardrobe, I suggest not just looking at the sale rack. Number 5, if you have been struggling for a really long time on trying to figure out what to wear and what your style is, you follow the Instagram boards and Pinterest, and you're kind of like feeling lost and bombarded by all of this information about fashion, shopping on your own is not going to help. And I hate to say it, but if you don't have any guidance, it does make it hard because it's almost like a therapist or somebody like a coach coming in and trying to help you because you know what works for you. And it's so easy to get stuck with what you know that sometimes you need some personal guidance to help you step into a different direction. So then you have something to follow, if that makes sense. So For example, when we work together, I have two different ways that we can work together. We can do one-on-one coaching virtually or in person if you're in the Seattle, Washington area, but we do everything virtual as well. I help you make a plan. We look through your closet because that is the most important part. Looking at what you have and where we are starting from, because we want to make sure that everything that we buy will be pieces that you will pull out and wear again and again. The goal isn't just to shop for a quote unquote capsule wardrobe. It really is to identify what feels good for you, what looks good on you, what you don't like. There's a lot of little things that individuals don't like, that they don't feel comfortable with. I take notes on all of that for you so you don't have to remember it. Then I make the plan. We do the shopping and you get outfits. So everything you buy is very intentional and it comes together in 15 to 30 looks. The second way that we can work together is through the Curated Closet Collective. It is one of my favorite parts about being a stylist is giving you that ongoing support as you are building your style. When I created this business 15 years ago, I did not know the impact it was going to make on people. And I love the community part where I just get to be there and serve you and be able to answer your questions as you go. So in the Curated Closet Collective, you actually get shopping boards every month. And obviously you don't buy everything at once. I help guide you on the pieces that work for you. I want you to make your own shopping plan, so I teach you how to do that. And you can be really honed in on what you need to purchase from those boards and look for every month. And the shopping boards include boards on how to dress for your body type. We also did the style personality board. So based on your style personality, if you take the quiz. And I think last month we also did date night looks and business casual because those are the top two that people ask for all the time. But in the end, you get 5 shopping boards. You can pick and choose at your own pace, at your own time, what works for you. And then every week you can come in with me and ask questions, try things on in a group setting, and we can talk through what you need to add to your wardrobe and what you should just return. So it's such a great program. If you want the link, it is in the show notes. You can also go to myclosetedit.com. That's myclosetedit.com, where I share all the details on how to join the Curated Closet Collective. If you enjoyed this podcast episode, I would love if you could share a review and let me know what you're going to stop doing. What are you going to stop doing so that you can feel more put together in what you wear and for your everyday life? I can't wait to hear from you. Continue building a life and style that truly reflect you. I'll catch you next time.